my god, that's so unhinged. I can't. That's so scary.
Welcome to my new series I'm gonna call Cosplayer Gets Invited to Something and Makes an Unnecessary Thing. I got invited to The Strangers Chapter 1 premiere, so we're going to make the mask from The Strangers as a purse. All you need is like a plastic mask, and I got some curtains and an eye and hook thing or whatever. So we're gonna start off by drawing off the eyes and then cutting them out. I also removed the string because we really don't need that at this moment. That will work good enough. So then on the inside we'll hot glue, and then what I use is like scrap fabrics and such. I had stockings left over, so then I just put that on the inside. Hot glue is hot, so please be careful and watch your fingers. I then roughly drew out the outlines of like what his face has, because his face is like a canvas bag or something that like is like hand sewn and turned inside out. So like, you know, use your best judgment. Everything can be messy here, so right here I'm just gathering the bottom of the fabric and just cutting it. I left extra fabric on the back to be like the flap of the closure of the purse. I hot glued on top of the line that we made earlier and then lightly pressed on top of it. Again, I want to do it very loosely and messy because the bag is on top of his head. It's not like form-fitting. So then I'm like cutting the extra fabric roughly. We're gonna make it messy later. Again, just cutting off any extra fabric. And then here, cutting out the eye holes. Just be careful that you have that separate layer so you're not cutting out your black underneath layer. Then because this is a frayed fabric, like I just kept pulling at the ends of the strings, and then once I got a little bit of a messy look, I glued on the inside. And then using tweezers, it kind of like helped pull the frayed fabric look that we wanted, the messiness. I glued the bottom of the chin down, again, kind of like grabbed it up or whatever. Oh, we're going fast. So with the extra fabric, I frayed one side of the fabric, which is kind of like the measurement of like, what is it, the circumference of the face or whatever. I don't know how to explain this. This, I wish I didn't do it right from like close to the edge. I wish I had a little bit more fabric on top, because then that makes it like help close it. I'll explain. So then the frayed sides together, I kind of like pushed them up so then they would stand up. Does that make sense? I'm not good at explaining things. Then this is the back side. I don't know what I even did here. I kind of just like grabbed the fabric together, glued it, and then squished it together. I probably could have done this better, but like I was on a time crunch. I did this the night before. So then taking an old belt, I kind of just cut it up to the size I wanted and then glued it on the inside of the fabric. Here, I don't like how like straight across the mask is. So then I just grabbed extra belt and then kind of made it more of a curvature of the face, like that. Again, I could have pre-planned all this or whatever, but I didn't, because that's not who I am. So then taking eyeshadow, I kind of just like wanted to outline the mouth, which is not a cutout, it's just painted on top. And then I kind of just like all around the frayed edges and everything, used browns, blacks, shadows and everything. Just keep checking your work to see how you like it. So then this is what I came up with. You could like spray this with a sealant or something, but again, I didn't really care that much. So to close the back, I used like an iron hook or whatever. I put the hook upside down on the back and then closed it, flapped it. And then we've unnecessarily made a bag for an event that I got invited to. And then thank kids. I had such an amazing time at this early screening. Thank you, Lionsgate. And I just wanted to say The Strangers Chapter 1 comes out May 17th, so you better go watch it, because this is probably one of my favorite series.